With over 2,500 inspections conducted across the country, Gauteng had the high number of non-compliant hospitality businesses. The raids were prompted by a social media video of an employee of a Pretoria restaurant in which she rants and raves about how staff did not have contracts, depended on tips, and had to buy their own uniforms. The department says they are planning to increase the number of inspectors to enable it to carry out more raids.
Our ultimate goal is to ensure that there's job creation. Even though we want compliance, it's also important to us because, again, we are about the implementation of the Labour Relations Act. So we've got a massive plan to empower our people, to empower the businesses, and also to empower the employees themselves so that they understand what are their rights.
Businesses who fail to comply will face the full might of law.
We are working with the law enforcement agencies and including the courts of South Africa. So in a situation where you continue not to comply, we fine you, you don't comply, we refer you to the courts of law so that you go and answer for yourself as the employer.
A labor lawyer says employees without proper documentation can face imprisonment and deportation.
An employer who employs employees who do not have the rightful documentation, that one on its own, it's against the law, unlawful, and it's a punishable offense. And the labor inspector in most cases would then make inspection if they find that you employed employees who are currently executing their duties with remuneration without the rightful document, and a penalty will be imposed upon you. And as to the employees who enter into the country and seek an employment without the rightful document, there will be some charges. The employee who found to be on the wrong side of the law will be charged and deported back to their countries. And there will be charges, obviously, conducted by the relevant authorities.
72% of Gauteng hospitality businesses are non-labor compliant. That's the shocking stats coming out of the Labour Department's latest figures. Lack of proper documentation for foreign employees and below minimum wages also being forced on workers. The Labour Department is trying to eradicate the poor working conditions. I am Simphiwe Mabena, SABC News.